just to mix it up a bit, here is a short mobility routine that you can do on your stability ball. So it needs to be pumped up enough so that when you sit on it, your knees are at right angles and you're not slumping, you're not too low and your knees are up here, or you're too high and your bottom is way up here. So you need to be able to get your feet flat on the floor. So a nice thing to start with is just some rotations. So getting the blood flow to your lower back, to your pelvic organs, to your abdominals, just trying to get a little bit of movement through your lumbar spine. So just doing a few in each direction. And then you can start to add in some more of like a pelvic tilt. So you're just tilting your pelvis under and then back. So this is really good if you're sitting a lot. So you could sit, you know, if you're doing a call or something, you could sit on a stability ball and just do some movements on there. It's probably too small for you to sit at a desk and do any work unless you do get sort of things that you can put it on so it lifts it up a little bit. Or you could pump it up a bit more, or if you've got a desk that you can raise up and lower down, then bring it down nice and low. You can always just move side to side there as well. So you can do these kind of things on your chair. It doesn't roll in the same way, but it's a great way of just getting some movement through your back. And then just adding a rotation, a twist one way, and then the other. And then we can also just side bend there. So you can push the ball away. Obviously you can't do that if you're sitting down on the chair. You're just getting some movement through your spine, and then just taking your hands onto the back of the ball, lifting your chest, inhale up, and then exhale, relax. Inhale, so have that sense of pressing your knees forward, lifting your chest up, breastbone up towards the ceiling. So the movement is just not coming from your head and neck, your movement is coming from your spine. So lifting up, your head just stays atop of your spine, and the only reason your eyes look up is because your upper back moves rather than your neck lifting up. And do that one more time. Bring your hands across your chest, keep that sense of width across the front of your body so you're not rounding your shoulders, and then just do some little rotations there. So one way and then go in the other direction, so like little figures of 8. You can make those bigger, so you can come forwards, you can lean backwards, just trying to get as much movement through your upper back as you can. It doesn't really matter what it looks like. And then you can also just rotate that way, side to side as well. So the nice thing about that is you're really getting that rotation through your rib cage and through your thoracic, your upper back, rather than through your pelvis, because your pelvis is fixed. Take your arms out to the side. You could try and do some rib slides on there. Well, they're quite hard to do on the stability ball. They're a little bit easier to do in standing, and then just taking your hand one way and then the other. The other nice thing I like to do on the stability ball is just kneeling behind it, putting your knees on top, roll it a little bit away from you, and then just sending your tailbone back, and then kind of trying to do a mini cat stretch. So you're rounding and separating the upper back, shoulder blades in the upper back, and then just trying to drop your chest down towards the floor. So can you do it without rounding your lower back? It's really hard. I'm not even sure if I'm doing it. I'm trying to press my shoulder blades out to the side and just move the upper part of my spine up towards the sky, and then I'm dropping my chest, dropping my t-shirt down towards the floor. So you're just doing that a few times, mobilizing that upper back, and then we can add that into a bigger movement, so like a moving cat stretch. So press the ball away, have that stretch out, flat spine, and then round your spine and pull it back in towards you. Press it away. Let your head just drop in between your hands, and then tuck your tail around your spine, and then sit up nice and tall. You can do that in a few different directions. So it could be out to one side, and then out to the other side. And then from here, we're going to go into a thread the needle. So you take one hand underneath, and then turn around and reach up towards the sky. You should just roll the ball away from you, and then you can pull it back in, come up, roll it away, and then pull it back in, and one more time, roll it it away. Let's just stay here this time. So trying to drop your forehead or side of your head down, drop your shoulder down so you get that quite deep stretch underneath. If you can't get your head down, that's fine. Just keep your hand down on the floor. Let's come up and do that on the other side. So press the ball away, rotate through, and then roll it back in and reach up. Exhale, rotate, in, up. 2 more times, rotate. And then on this one, just staying through, letting your shoulder drop down if that's possible. Sending your arm, fingers long, stretching your tail away behind you. And then come back up. Roll the ball in towards your tummy, and then just let yourself go over the top of the ball. Just give it a big hug so you can let yourself just relax and use the support of the ball just to allow the muscles in your back to really release. Drop your knees onto the floor. You can use your hands on the ball and come up into a lovely back extension, or if you want to try it, you can bring your hands onto your temples and come up. When I do this, I can feel my leggings sliding, and I'm also not getting so much height, so it's quite good to use that stability, use that stability of the ball to come up. So you can do that 3, 4, 5 times. So it's a lovely way, again, of just getting opening through the front of the body and mobilizing the vertebra in your spine. So taking your back into extension. We'll do that one more time. And then just relax here. So you can also do some stability work on here. So you could do opposite arm, opposite leg. So again, don't rush it when you do it. You're just reaching one arm out, reaching the other leg out behind you, and trying to keep really still on the ball, which is quite a challenge in itself. So breathing out as you go out, breathing in as you come in. Just do that once more each way. Well done. And then you can also just walk your hands forward. So the further away you are from the ball, the more work you're going to do. You could do some press ups here as well. I'm just going to do 4, but feel free to do more than that. So you could walk further forward and it will be a little bit harder, and then just walk yourself all the way back. Pop your knees down on the floor. So you can turn your ball to the side. We can do some nice side stretches as well. So roll the ball away, take your top arm up and reach over. You can also take your top leg out to the side, reach up and over, and again, and then you can stay there. Either keep the ball out long, or you can bring it in towards you and just let yourself drop over the top of the ball. It's a really nice side stretch. And then obviously let's do that on the other side. So we start off with the ball close in, press it away, reach up and over. And again, breathe in to go into that stretch, breathe out to come up. You can add on that leg stretch, you can bring it in and out, or you can just keep it out. And then we'll hold it here. And then bring it all the way in and just allow your body to be supported by the ball as you stretch over to the side. And then finally, we're just going to do a little supported child's pose. So just hands on top of the ball, let your head just drop down, and just take some nice deep breaths. And then I'll just say finally, this is finally on your back. Really good for days when your back is a bit sore. So you're allowing your spine to just decompress by letting your legs rest on the ball, and you can really just let all the muscles that support your spine just totally relax. So it's really, really restorative. I recommend that you do this every night if you can. Just lie here just for 5 minutes. Again, you can do some breath work while you're doing it. You can stretch out through your pecs as well. You can do some mindfulness if you're doing this outside, focusing in, tuning into those senses.